I'm Dan Williams, the older brother. This is my brother Matt. We are Mass Value in Leominster, and we're partnered with our clothing recycling company, which is Pink Flamingo Recycling Company. So we, for years now, I've had a separate store in Amherst, Mass, vintage store, or resale. So we sell 80s, 90s, 2000s stuff, mostly clothing. It all started as a hobby, myself selling hats in college that kind of turned from a part-time job into full-time, and eventually hired my wife and my brother, and they worked for me in the store, and we kind of opened up the store out in Amherst together, and then ended up back in Leominster. We were both born in Leominster, so the thrift store at first was just a way for us to sort of move the items that weren't 80s, 90s, 2000s vintage items, and it's really grown now into how we're able to, we have the clothing recycling bins, and it all sort of leads to here.
Yeah, and those bins that we collect donations through just allow us to keep our prices low in the thrift store and really benefit the community in that way as well. With new items going out every week, we're able to keep the store fresh while all prices being like below $5.
Thrift stores were a big part of how I started my original business and how we sourced our product for the vintage store. So we know the thrift store experience that we hope to have, and like you mentioned, it really is getting bigger and bigger with the younger generation. It's always been big with older generation retirees. Nobody's ashamed to thrift anymore. It's cool to thrift. And I think it is really important to support your local small businesses and through thrifts, and you have a far smaller footprint when you're using clothes for the second time. Secondhand clothing is great for the planet. Right now, I think even thrift stores' prices have really been increasing, which everyone, especially the local community, will feel. Our goal in our thrift is to keep it at old thrift store prices. Everything's 5 and under. We always have a free table for things that either have been in here and we're working them down, or we just want to offer them for free. If we ever are donated diapers or baby wipes or things that we aren't comfortable selling but they're new in package, we offer it free because we feel like we want to help the local community in that way through our prices, through textile donations. We're really looking to work with local schools or shelters, or even animal shelters too, if anyone can use particular textile donations that we can be helpful in that way. Please let us know. Come into the store or email us.
So for this thrift store, it's, of course, we're posting every week, whether it's stories or normal posts to the feed, and that's really, the page is gaining followers. We see it week by week. That following is increasing just as sales are increasing in the thrift store. So being open now for 2.5 months, maybe 3 months, is, we're seeing everything really linked together here, and it does all start with social media at the end of the day, because even Facebook in particular, we're part of the Lemonsterites Unite Facebook page, and we've only posted maybe 2 or 3 times in the last 2 or 3 months, but to see the reactions of people, and like we've been talking about, a lot of people don't know we're here yet. They haven't passed the store, seen the signs, so it's a reel in the community, and to watch them benefit and actually, reflect upon, the quality of the store and the quality of the prices and everything. Yeah, that's great. So we love all the feedback on social media, anything we can get, and any growth that comes from there. And to see, actual people in Leominster, posting about it and sharing and really taking advantage of it is awesome.
A huge part of how, or like why we're able to operate, honestly, is business to business sales. As a thrift store, the community comes in and they'll get friends or items for themselves or their family and stuff, but the profits or the store is really driven by resellers or people who own stores, vintage stores, thrift stores. Next on West in Leominster, our friend Trevor, he does vintage and modern menswear, womenswear, sneakers. We always, if someone wants a little bit more of a curated selection than this, then we send them to Next on West. Main Street Thrift and Air, our friends Michael and Kendra, they're able to come in and source for their store, and they buy hundreds and hundreds of items at a time. There are people that do live streaming on like Whatnot and other platforms like that, where if they come in on Saturday, we do $1 each for 50 or more items. So get a huge bundle of items for $1 each, and if they run a live at 99-cent auction, everything sells for $5, $10, $15. It's a really good flip. It kind of works out where both businesses are able to get the money they were hoping for on the goods. Many more people are buying sustainably and supporting multiple small businesses at the same time. And we do allocate a percentage of sales directly in store and our bulk sales outside of store to our mission, which we hope to be funding financially, local community shelters and schools, students, young entrepreneurs like ourselves. We met with the mayor earlier this year to just kind of get to know how we could have the greatest impact, I suppose, especially financially. If you're going to write a check, you want to make sure it goes to the right people and it's going to go be used properly, I suppose.
We both kind of picked up this whole, hobby at first, just with like reselling hats and like, more vintage items. But when we became familiar with the impact that we could have, at a greater scale, we never really aspired to have a thrift store. I don't think in the last, couple years. This idea really all came together maybe October 2023 of last year. But yeah, we're 4 years in so far working together. So it's 99% of the time it goes smoothly.
It's definitely a family affair. Yeah, my wife has worked with us too, and my kids are always running around here, and our mothers both work for and help prep the store. It truly is kind of supporting small, supporting local. It's a family-based business, truly. We maintain, empty all of the Pink Flamingo bins as well. So we sell many hats. We wear many hats too. As we grow, I'm sure it won't be as family-oriented, but for now, it truly is all family-based. It's nice.